Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and in this one I'm going to show you 5 really cute and pretty simple to do hairstyles for really long hair. So this video is in collaboration with Rues Hair, and I'm going to be using their hair extensions today. I have this beautiful set. This is the 22-inch set in chocolate mousse is the color, and the weight is 120 grams, and this is the set for kind of finer, thinner hair, which is perfect because I often struggle with extensions just being super thick and just way too much for my pretty fine hair. So I'm going to be using these to achieve long hair today. Of course, if you have long hair on your own, then you can skip this step, or you can apply some hair extensions to your hair as well to get the desired length and fullness to your hair. So let me just show you up close how beautifully shiny these are, and they feel absolutely silky smooth and soft. I have just one strip in my hand here, and oh, just look how gorgeous that is. It is human hair, by the way, so you can do anything to it that you could do to normal hair. Clips on the set look like this, and I like that this band feels really sturdy. It's made of solid fabric. Usually these things are lace and they feel a little bit flimsy, but these feel really secure, and the clips are attached securely as well. So that comes with these standard little snap clips, so let's apply these. I am going to be applying the full set today, and I'm going to start really low on my head here because I want my hair to be as long as possible. And when I start from this low, the hair actually reaches to my butt, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and I wish my own hair would grow that long. Fortunately, it hasn't happened. I don't think it ever will. But luckily we have things like hair extensions to help us in that department. Oh, so long! Look! I can't even show you the bottom of this. Maybe you can see in the mirror just how long that is. Gorgeous! FYI, Rue, the owner of Rues Hair, has a YouTube channel as well, and she does some hair tutorials. So I will put a link to that, the YouTube channel, as well as the website, the store where you can buy the extensions, in the description box below. When I apply my hair extensions, I usually start with a smaller strip at the bottom, because obviously my hairline is just narrower down there, and then I slowly increase the width. The widest strips go around the center of my head, and then towards the top I'll apply some smaller ones again. Let's give these a quick brush through. So all my extensions are in now, and as gorgeous as these are straight, and as much as I love just doing this, I always feel like when there's such a significant length difference between the natural hair and the extensions, they are just a little bit easier to blend when you give them a little bit of texture, some curl. So I am going to curl my extensions today, and that's also going to provide a really nice base for the hairstyles that we're going to do. I'm going to be using this curling iron today. It's a tapered one, which is going to give me looser waves at the top and slightly tighter curls at the bottom. I always think that looks very pretty. So I've pulled all my hair forward, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to start curling my hair. I'm not going to be too precise about this. I'm just going to take a chunk of hair, wrap it around the curling iron, hold it for a few seconds until it's heated through and through. I'm wearing a heat resistant glove, by the way, to protect my hands. Then I'm gonna slide the hair off, hold it in my hands for a few seconds just to give it the opportunity to cool down a little bit before I then let go behind my back, so that I know that I've already curled that hair. And I'm gonna just move on around the rest of my head the same way, and when I've finished all of this side, I'm gonna move on to the other side and just do all of my hair. I'm going to be alternating directions, so I'm going to be curling both towards my face and away from my face, and it's going to create a little bit more of a natural effect, a bit more wave variation. So I'm just gonna do this to all of the hair off camera, and then I'll be back and we can move on to the next step. Hair is curled, and you can already see it is much harder to tell where my own hair is and where the extensions are. So I am going to run my fingers through these curls because I don't actually want them this pronounced. I'm going for more like a relaxed texture type of thing. Just very quickly run my brush through this as well. And then I'm just gonna shake my hair like that, and that's going to kind of bring some of the curl definition back. Alrighty, that's my base style done. So moving on to the first actual hairstyle, and for that I'm going to take the front part of my hair. So I'm gonna make a center parting, which I pretty much already have, but let's just make it a little neater. And I'm going to take the hair from the center to right around, I guess, right above the edge of my eyebrow. Pull that back. And then right here on top of my head, I'm going to take one of these beautiful rose gold hair clips. I'm gonna just slide that in. And that's going to hold this hair back. Same thing on the other side. I'm gonna take this hair right here, slide my pin in. So on me, obviously my bangs popped right back out again, so if you have bangs as well, you can choose to either leave them out or to actually pin them back as well, just with a little bobby pin right here. I think it looks pretty cute with bangs, and of course if you don't have bangs then you're just going to have the top hair all pulled back. But this is the hairstyle. Super simple, super quick to do, but I feel like this really shows off the hair beautifully, and especially if you have it curled, then this is perfect at kind of displaying that texture really nicely. And it still allows you to show off that beautiful length. Let me just... It's so gorgeous. Okay, let's move on to the second hairstyle. The second hairstyle is almost just as simple as the first one. I'm going to slowly up the difficulty as we progress throughout this video. So for this I'm going to take 2 hair elastics, and I am actually just going to split my hair down the back. I'm not going to make a parting, I'm just going to split it, pull it forward. Especially if you're wearing extensions, you want to make sure not to make a parting here because you're going to be seeing all of those clips. Pulling the hair forward like this works just as well. And I'm going to gather my hair right here just behind my ear and tie it off with a hair elastic. So then what you're going to do is take a little strip of hair, just a very thin one, from right underneath the hair elastic, probably on the inside, and you're going to wrap that around the hair elastic itself, and this is going to hide the hair elastic. So when you've wrapped it all the way around, I like to take a bobby pin, just slide that right over the hair and the hair elastic again on the inside. So it's all going on right here, secretly hidden on the inside. Same thing on this side, of course. I'm gonna wrap it around and stick a pin in on the inside. And there you go, there is the second hairstyle, just very simple pigtails, but I feel like with the long curled hair it just gives it something a little bit extra and it makes it look maybe a little bit less juvenile, I guess. I just really like this, I think it's really cute. For the next few styles we're going to do some braiding. So first I am going to take a strip of hair from my front, actually one from both sides, so 2 in total. I'm going to take those back where I'm going to tie them together with a little hair elastic. And I'm going to be using these little rubber ones, but you want to be very careful with these, especially if you have long hair. And when you're trying to take them out of your hair, honestly, I would advise you, as soon as you feel like they get stuck, just cut them out. They usually don't last very long anyway, and that's the safest thing to do, because once these get tangled up in long hair, you're pretty much doomed. And then I'm going to take 2 more strands from just below that, so right around here. Pull those back as well. The same thing, I'm going to tie these off with a little hair elastic too. So now I'm going to take that first one again that I had, and I'm going to flip it inwards like that onto itself, and I'm going to do that twice. So that now you have a little twist, and I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom one. I'm going to pull the top one through the bottom one first, and then do the same thing with this one. So I'm just going to pull it through twice. And that's a really cute way to pull the hair back. Now if you wanted, you could add some kind of embellishment over here. Let's just try that actually. So I have a little pearly hair clip here. Just gonna pop that over. It'll look something like that, but I am actually going to add a little braid underneath this. So depending on how much hair you have, if you do have enough hair in those 2 sections that you just took, you can just use those for your braid. I am actually going to add a little bit of hair from underneath right here, right below where those sections are, and I'm going to take all of this together and make this into a simple braid. Now depending on how much time you have or how much effort you're willing to put into this hairstyle, you could make this a fishtail braid. That looks really cute, but it's very time consuming. I'm just going to do a normal braid here. It's a regular one. I'm gonna tie the bottom off with another hair elastic, and there is the hairstyle all done. I think this is, again, super cute, and this one looks way more complicated than it actually is to do. Takes next to no time. Honestly, the most time consuming thing is the braid, and that is not that hard to do. So yeah, a really cute way to wear long hair. The next hairstyle is going to involve 2 Dutch braids going along the sides of your head. So again, if you are wearing hair extensions, you're going to want to be careful not to create partings anywhere. Go with the flow, don't part your hair down the center. If you're not wearing extensions, of course, you can part your hair down the center. It doesn't really make much of a difference, I feel, in the end result, but it does serve to hide the hair extension strip. So I am going to make a center parting here on the top of my head. And then I am going to take pretty much the front part of my hair, because I'm going to start pretty far back with this one. So I'm just going to take all of this, and that is going to be the beginning of my braid. So I'm going to separate this into 3 sections. And I'm going to start braiding under, and I'm going to braid under so that the braid lies on top of my head when I'm done. So then I'm going to slowly start adding my hair, and I'm going to make sure that I don't expose my extension strips anywhere. So once you've reached the nape of the neck, you're going to stop and tie this up with the hair elastic. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, so take the top of my hair and start braiding. Once you have your braids, you're going to go back and start tugging at the sides because we want to make these really, really big. I feel like this hairstyle really benefits from really big and fluffy braids. And then I'm going to do the same trick that I did with the pigtails in the beginning. So I'm going to take a little strip of hair that I'm just going to wrap around the hair elastic so that it is concealed. And there you have the finished hairstyle. Another super cute one. I feel like with the pigtails on the bottom you can really show off the length, whereas if you were to braid it, it would eat up the length a little bit. But of course, if you do want to continue this braid, you can just braid it all the way down, and that is actually what we are going to do with the next hairstyle, so let's move on. So the last style is going to be a side braid, and for that I'm going to put my hair in a side parting, and the parting is going to be on the opposite side of where the braid is going to be. So you're going to braid on the side that has more hair. Now I am just going to start braiding right here at the front. I need to do that because of my bangs. If you don't have bangs, you could start a little bit more towards the back of your head. It's all up to personal preference. But I'm going to create another Dutch braid. So I'm going to start with just a very tiny amount of hair. Then I'm going to slowly start braiding. And I'm going to keep adding hair as I go. I'm going to slowly make my way down the entire length of my hair. And I'm going to stay on this side. Now you want to be careful that you do in fact incorporate all of the hair from the back as well, so be sure to really reach back there as well if you're taking new hair. So when you have incorporated all of the hair, you're just going to move down and finish this braid all the way to the ends. That's a lie actually. We're going to want to leave a little bit of a tail because we're going to need that for all the fluffing we're going to do later on. Because of course we're going to make this braid nice and big and voluminous and beautiful. So I'm going to stop right around here, leave about that much tail. So I'm just going to tug at the sides. And again, I'm going to make it really, really big. Don't be shy here. I feel like this is one of those hairstyles that just looks better when it's a little bit bigger. So there we go. Now it's up to you if you want to, you know, go through the trouble of wrapping some hair around this hair elastic as well. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. It's pretty inconspicuous, the little black one. So the last thing I want to do, usually with hairstyles like these, I like when they are a little bit more messy. So I'm just gonna pull out some strands on the other side, also to make my hair not so bare on this side. And since my hair is curled, it's gonna look really nice. And actually I think I'm gonna do one on this side as well. That's just gonna give it a little bit more of an effortless boho-y vibe. But this is the finished hairstyle. Beautiful big side braid. Here's what it looks like from the back and from all sides. So those were the 5 hairstyles for long hair that I wanted to share with you today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I want to give a massive thank you to Rues Hair for sponsoring today's video and making this possible. I absolutely adore my hair right now. So definitely be sure to check out her website and her YouTube channel in the description below if you're interested in getting a set of these for yourself as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for loads more beauty and lifestyle content. There will be another video here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video.